city of Dublin always ready to fill a stadium for some friendly competition. And today, the Irish crowd has shown up in force, not for Gaelic football or hurling or rugby partner, no, but to welcome the NFL to the beautiful Emerald Isle. Up next, it's our main event between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visiting sideline, look at the head coach of the Vikings. His guy's one of the final winless teams in football this season, trying to change that here. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys serving as the home team here in the Irish capital. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Hewer, the All-Pro Chris Boswell on for the kick. And away we go from Dublin. On the return, Isaiah Rogers. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
27-yard line.
Play action, McCarthy. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s, and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around him.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Now here he goes. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Finds his back. Oh, he lost the football. This is scooped up by the Vikings. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd down carry for Jones. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On play action now, McCarthy. He's pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Third and long for him here. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a fourth down decision to make. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. It bounces inside the 20. It jumps out at the 13. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be two hands on the football as they return to the field. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some back to the 10. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Play action here with Rodgers. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. I thought we were coming here to call an NFL game today, partner, but this has me smelling peanuts and hot dogs. This is starting more like a baseball game. We got a 2-0 score here, still in the first.
Kind of like a little pitcher's duel, too, right? I mean, just one of these games, and if it starts this way, who knows where it goes from here. But I do know this. It's a confidence builder for a defense. When a defense can go out there and not just get a stop, but put points on the board, man, does that usually infuse them with energy to come.
The Vikings now set to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings.
Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Ryan Wright on the punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Makes it 3rd.
Rodgers from the gun. He's got his man. This is Austin. Running down the left side. To the 10. There it is. Touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers jump in front now by 5.
Vikings 2.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one doesn't go far.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. New set of downs for them from the 31. Now toss it to Johnson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here's Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jones again on 2nd down. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. operating from the gun. It's McCarthy. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
It's third down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He puts him there under this one, right side. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. That's the end of one here. 7-2 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. And on fourth down, they're about ready to punt. Let's see what he can do on the return. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Again to Johnson to start this drive. Up the sideline, past the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 30. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
The Steelers, first down. 1st and goal at the
working inside the red zone. Makes the catch, and that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers hold an 11-point advantage. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers push the lead up to 12.
14, Vikings 2.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They'll start with a give to Jones. Avoids a defender. We've got foot race. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be second down. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Patrick Queen will range it in for the tackle. Third down, they need 7. They'll air it out on third. Flushed out now to his left. And that's a gain of 5, enough to put him in a spot where they might actually consider going for this now.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Here's Jones. He dodged the tackle. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Running a screen now for Jones. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Mason hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game in the first half. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings trim the deficit down to 5.
14, Vikings 9.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return coming from the 6. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First down. Here's Rodgers. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
On first down, Warren shoots away from one. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Brings up second and 7.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Meet there to bring it in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third
and 2. Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down, Warren. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6.
Brought down back at the
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now
pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Warren is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers hold an 11-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers push the lead up to 12.
Steelers 21, Vikings 9.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. 1st and 10. It's McCarthy. It connects down the sideline. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
And the Vikings
off the option, Mason. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it really break the backs of the defense. A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing, proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up.
He snapped it to McCarthy. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Incomplete. Mekhi Blackman on the coverage.
Warren quick on the draw. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He has this down to the 34. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Gain of 11. And the Steelers.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner.
1st and 10.
More from Dublin after this. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
To throw is Rodgers. Hits his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Steelers, 1st down.
Rodgers from the gun. That's incomplete left side.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Again, Rodgers. The Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
4 yards on the pick.
Now it's McCarthy.
2nd and 6. At the 28-yard line.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's cut in stride by Addison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Darius Slay on the cover.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the 3rd quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Run for Warren here to stop the 3rd. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action here with Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Hits him on the out route. And this one does not go far. The Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
3rd and long for him here. This finds Austin complete. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. He puts some juice on it deep, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
First down now, ball at the 33. Warren here from the gun. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Rodgers set to pass. It's a screen play to Warren. Has a big hole left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
That's good for a Steelers. First down.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers grow the lead now to 22 points. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vikings now set to take the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Able to find Chandler here. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
A give to Mason. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him 24 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. On play action now, McCarthy. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. All set now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
6 yards.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Dumped off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Setting up the receiver screen to Jefferson. He's within striking distance. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McCarthy's going to look to throw this. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14.
Makes the score, Steelers 31, Vikings 17.
Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there, so we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Warren. He's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Your 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Jefferson, incomplete.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
And the Vikings 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Vikings.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So first down from the 41. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And they get this down to the 28. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Throwing again now, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Play action, McCarthy. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Kent on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! This is scooped up by the Vikings. And Minnesota returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. It's caught! And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Vikings 26.
Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that 2-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Johnson up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 8 on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Johnson again. Past midfield to the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Trying an inside give to Ward. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Johnson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push the lead up to 12.
Vikings 26.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. Moore going in motion left. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Fires right away, but incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. To the air on 1st down. Rogers finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Rogers from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're left with 4th and short. On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He dodged the tackle. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the end route. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run now with Warren. He's taken down with a short gain to the 25. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the comeback route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Yards. And the Steelers... First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll run here following the penalty. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Harrison Smith with the INT.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes out to the left. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the 1st. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Vikings.
From the gun, Jones gets it. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. It's the 2-minute warning here in Dublin. Vikings need to score quickly. Offense to the line, 2nd down. They set up the screen. It's Hawkinson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. McCarthy throwing here. Same guy. Here's Hawkinson again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He'll try and run this. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. McCarthy looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. They'll run the draw with Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line. McCarthy to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For Justin Jefferson. Incomplete.
Here he is to throw. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
A gain of 4 yards.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Short pass brought in. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Steelers offense headed out. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. You know, you walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Warren quick on the draw. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're going to pass it here. He's got it over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He's drawn up for him. Punting unit out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's McCarthy. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Dublin.